midway point in quarter one. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, Langford. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Seven yards to go on second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Hoyer. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Langford, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Fake and pass. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Pernell McPhee is a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
And the wideout in motion. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage, Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And a gain there of 11 yards. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
First down, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Second down, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction.
Third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Now Pat O'Donnell, the third-year man from Miami, to kick it away.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mariota now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Time running out here on the play clock. Direct snap. This is Henry. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. Mariota to throw it this time. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Henry takes a direct snap. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Now Hoyer. And that's incomplete. So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he rifles one incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to float this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On play action, they'll throw. He completes it right side to right. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Hoyer. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And now it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Aguayo's kick is good. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
But the complete pass brings up second down. A second down throw here for Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Third and long here for Mariota. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Hoyer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 9-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get the football here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Suckup will put this one. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Over. Gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The lone setback is Langford. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Hoyer throwing left side here, and it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green, 39.
Hoyer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to the running game. Langford. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 59. Now, check. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now it's Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And the Titans getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. and they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd, the rookie from Georgia, in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second down, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Hoyer. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down, 8. Another carry for the rookie. It's Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a short. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a two-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Hoyer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Hoyer. And Jeffrey's got it. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They go screen play to Langford. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. A nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Langford. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's gonna go down. Sacked right around the 17. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They've reached their goal already of winning 9 games. Now I think it's time to set some new goals.
I agree with you, Total. It seems to me that they sold themselves just a little bit short. When every season begins, every team points to 10 wins as a number you have to really make a strong push for the playoffs. They're close to that number now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here.